Hello everyone, this is Nin10Guy.
And Barry Bobbins.
And today we're doing another Sega CD game. And you're probably sick and tired of it by now, but we're doing a third Sega CD game.
Yeah, and it's called Prize Fighter. Now, Nin10Guy tells me, and I'm not quite sure whether to believe this or not, but he tells me it is literally the worst game he's ever played.
Well, one of the worst games I've ever played.
Yeah, he says it's almost unplayable, which I find hard to believe almost, because I've played not just E.T., but Winter Olympics.
This game is far worse than E.T., believe me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, to put it simply, I'm kind of afraid to play this game.
It's worse than Winter Games! Winter Games on the NES!
And if you haven't seen that yet, you should probably go look for it. It's bad!
And believe me, I have that game. I know it's bad. But, enough chit-chat, we should point out that this whole intro is 5 minutes long. And we're not going to watch the whole thing, and the whole game is in black and white, so... In case if you haven't noticed by now, it's a boxing game. Oh yeah, by the way, the main character in this game is named Kid.
Kid? Wow, that's an original name. Oh, these people are so annoying.
It's made by, I think it's made by the same people that made Night Trap and Ground Zero Texas. Well, no, I don't think it was made by the same people that made Ground Zero Texas, but...
Who's that nerdy kid?
It's the kid from Home Alone.
Come on, kid, let's go.
Let's skip this.
Oh, this is so... Ugh.
Your opponent is named Honey Boy. But, let's
Honey
go.
Boy? Sounds like a...
Okay. No. Let's see. Alright, so anyway, the first level of the game, you can't even get... It's so hard. It is really hard to get past the first level of the game.
It is so hard that
I should point out that you can do upper punches by holding up and pressing A or C, because A does a left punch, C does a right punch, B is to block. But you can do upper punches or lower punches. You can use the D-pad to punch in any directions. The problem with this game is unlike Punch-Out on the NES, which is actually a really good boxing game, by the way. I think it's the best boxing game ever made. But unlike Punch-Out, it is so hard to tell when is the right opportunity to hit your opponent and when's the right opportunity to block. The game is so generic, it's just so hard to play because you can't even figure out when to hit somebody, and when you try button mashing, pretty much the majority of the time, you're mostly going to be swatting right past the guy and missing a lot. So we're going to turn on a mode called Training Mode, and what this does, if I can set it at all, or... Okay, yeah. So what Training Mode does is it tells you what direction you need to punch. So if it tells you... it's really convoluted. If it tells you to push up and then right or something, then you got to hold up and then press C. If the arrow is downward and then it points right, then you got to push C. It's a really confusing game, and that's what really bothers me about this game. Let's just start with the game. So.
Okay. You know, something else that this game doesn't have is, unlike Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it doesn't have an epic ear-biting offer boxer in it. So this game is...
And not to mention that Mario's the referee in that game, which is actually pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So can we skip this? Yes, we can. So yeah, this is the game.
Oh, this is horrible looking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't usually say this, but wow, the graphics are bad.
Look at this. I'm button mashing, and I can't even figure out when's a good time to sometimes I hit him, sometimes I don't, and they do tell you what the controls are in the training mode, but it's so convoluted because it only appears for like half a second. You can't even figure out like what you're exactly supposed to be doing. Like sometimes the arrows will appear on the top part, which means you have to hold up and then push the button they tell you to. I don't know. This is... I know it's a sports game. Sports games usually tend to suck. But holy crap, this game is awful.
Yeah, and seriously, Honey Boy and Kid, those sound like names that you would have in a, let's just say, an adult film that stars only men. So yeah, this is not.
But the controls are so confusing. It just doesn't make any sense.
Why does he keep grabbing onto you?
I don't know. But in Punch-Out, in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it was so easy to tell when to hit somebody and when to block and dodge. This game, it's just totally all over the place.
And what's with the tiny screen, by the way?
It's on a Sega CD. It's not, well...
It could be bigger than this!
Ah.
It's tiny! I mean, this is like trying to watch it on a cell phone.
It is.
And I'm not talking about your iPhone type cell phones. I'm talking about like your flip phones and the really old stuff, you know?
Another thing that really bothers me about this game is the fact that you have to switch between the A and C button, which is like there's a B button in the middle, so it's like you've got to jump a few buttons to do a certain punch or whatever, and sometimes you just don't have time to react to that.
I mean, that would be good if it was triggers, but these aren't triggers like on your newfangled type game controllers, so no, it just doesn't work.
So, like, look how much health your opponent has compared to mine. Like, look how much damage he has compared to me. And this is the first opponent in the game. Like, I'm mostly just button mashing, and the commands they tell you to do on screen, they're so convoluted, and they only appear, like, so quickly. Like, this is one of the worst Sega CD... Well, I don't know what's worse, Night Trap or this game, but it's worse! It is worse than E.T., it is worse than Sonic 06, and it is worse than Winter Games.
We may have beaten the angry video game nerd to one of the worst games.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure he did mention this game in his Sega CD review.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, only briefly, though, but...
Well, still. We showed it first, ladies and gentlemen, not AVGN, so we kind of beat him in that respect.
But everything happens so quickly, it's just so hard to tell what you're supposed to do. Like, seriously, if you want to play a good a boxing game, just play Punch-Out on the NES. Play Punch-Out on the Wii. I don't care. Avoid this game. It just sucks, alright?
Yeah. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for anything to play, just skip this game entirely.
Why does he keep on trying to hug me?
Did he just say what? What a tool!
You're not listening. You are not listening. Sit down. You all right? You all right? Okay, baby? You all right? You comfortable? What the heck do I have to do?
Oh, this is so
What's the matter? You're still trying to find yourself? Work you right up and down his body and head.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to my room, grab my gun, and blow my brains out. This is probably some of the worst acting I have ever seen. Ever. I've seen some bad acting, but this takes the cake. I think that the acting in this is probably worse than the acting in whatchamacallit, Ground Zero, Texas. This is bad. Sega, what were you thinking by allowing these games on your system? You must have been on some heavy drugs. Nin10Guy, after you lose this fight, you better hand the controller.
Yeah, you're not gonna last very long. Like, even I don't understand what I'm supposed to do in this.
If I beat you, will I get money?
Barry, I would grant you 3 wishes if you can beat this opponent.
Okay. All 3 of them are specific names of people I want you to kill, and all 3 of those names are the names of that specific group of people that we try not to talk about, that we dislike. Bronies!
Sounds fair enough to me. Oh. Let's see what happens if I try... Can I pause the game to make it slower? No.
2, 3, 4, 5. Fight!
Nope.
No, that doesn't do anything. Pausing does not make it easier. But oh my god, this game sucks.
Punch him! Okay, if this is like some sort... Oh, you know what? This would be one of the only times that I would say that maybe the Kinect might be a good sort of
Actually, you know what? This game would probably play better. Well, actually, you know what? Come to think of it, considering how convoluted the game is, no, I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, because, like I said, I'm punching, but I'm hardly hitting him.
Yeah, good point. Well, see, with the Kinect though, you can just flail around and hope to hit something.
Yeah, but in this game, even if you're punching, you're still taking damage from this guy. Like, why did they make this game so convoluted? Like,
7, 8.
It's like no matter what you do, you are going to lose. And why does everybody in this game act like they hate you? Oh, this is the part where Honey Boy pulls it again and shoots you in the face.
This bout is over. The winner by knockout victory, George Honey Boy Hernandez. I told you were a punk. That's right.
this guy's a
No one
dick.
takes it to him. We're going home. We're getting ready for the next one. Let's go.
Wow, I don't really like them. We're going home, we're getting ready for the next one, let's go! Oh,
Okay, you want to play this game?
alright, let's see if I can beat you.
You better be ready for me, punk.
Punk, I'll show you a punk. Okay, so do I need to change anything or just press start?
Just push start, unless if you want. The training mode is completely useless. Just skip this. A, perhaps, or B.
Hey, come on, honey boy, come on. What you got, honey boy? How do you block?
B. B is the block.
Up. Ah, break away, you piece of trash. I'm gonna kill you and your family.
Why
you
did you
hear me?
just stab him while he was trying to hug you?
I don't know. If that would be what I do. We're talking about... Oh, come on! I'm gonna punch you in the gut!
You know what? This makes me want to play Wii Sports Boxing.
What you got?
Which is actually pretty good, by the way. Wii Sports Boxing.
Oh, come on!
See how convoluted this game is? Like, sometimes you can do upper punches, sometimes you can do lower punches by pushing up or down on the D-pad, but overall, it's really convoluted.
This makes no sense!
Exactly!
I am button mashing this guy! I am button mashing him! Nothing is going on! There we go! Finally got some hits on the little piece of trash. Go back to Jersey, you little twerp.
And sometimes when you're blocking, another thing I notice is when you're blocking, you can't see what your opponent is doing, which can also be a bit of a problem.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I'll knock your socks off. There we go. There we go. Now we're working them. Work you like a piece of meat. Yeah, just watch, huh? I'll send you back to your mom in pieces!
Oh my god, this game makes Shadow the Hedgehog look like Super Mario 64.
Yeah, I'm just
Crap.
gonna say, this is the one game that in terms of gameplay, it actually is much worse. Well, actually, Shadow the Hedgehog's gameplay was forgivable in many ways. This is horrendous. This is not forgivable.
Ah, so you're still alive.
Can I stab you? Can I stab you? I lost again and I just started playing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is over. The winner by
Just skip this. We've already seen this cutscene.
I played it once!
And that was the first opponent!
Wow, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this, in terms, okay, actually, you know, in pretty much every way, this game is worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. Storyline is horrendous.
It's a boxing game. It doesn't need a storyline.
True. Okay, but the acting is horrendous. Actually, the acting is on par with Shadow the Hedgehog, sorry to say. Gameplay is terrible, though. Graphics are, well, they're okay. I mean, for the time, they're forgivable, but...
Forgivable.
But why do I need such a tiny screen? Okay, I need something bigger. I
really want to play Sonic CD right now.
Considering all that I've just seen, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that this game is a much worse game than Shadow the Hedgehog. And you know how I feel about that game. So, I honestly don't know what else there is to say about this. Just, if you ever come across this game, burn it. Don't
burn it onto a CD. Just
incinerate it in a fire. Do not let another human being suffer through this atrocious piece of garbage. This is horrible.
Most likely somebody will, because the Sega CD, you can easily burn games onto a blank CD and play them. There's no copy protection.
Then whoever is producing those games on the internet needs to stop. This is a bad game. This is probably the worst game I have ever played. Do not touch it. Do not go near it. Okay? If you try playing this game, you're going to want to die in the end. You're going to have a bad time. Okay?
I give this game a 1 out of 10.
I give this game
No, you know what? I give this game a 0.5 out of 10.
I give it a 0.3 out of 10. Actually, no, I'll be a little more realistic. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. 2, just because the graphics were somewhat forgivable, but everything else is just atrocious.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm going to say 0.5 or 1 out of 10, somewhere around there. But that is the end of our Let's Play of Prize Fighter. Thank God, this game was awful. This is Nin10Guy.
And Barry Bobbins.
And, take care, and see you later.
And I'm going to stab Honey Boy in the gut. Wait, what? We were supposed to... What? We were able to bob? Give me a break! Now they tell us the controls.
Yep. By the way, I have that all recorded.
Okay, are we going to put that in the
Yeah.
Let's Play? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen...
Well, I've already stopped the recording, but... Yeah, what were you saying? The audio is still recording.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. They are actually giving us the controls after we lose. I thought that I was...
And even the controls are still convoluted. Like, look at that. Like, left jab. Oh.
I gotta kill myself. Alright, yeah. Take care. See you later. Like I said before, I'm gonna stab Honey Boy in the stomach. Goodbye.